All right, so this will be the first of two projects that I will incorporate into Chapter 5. We covered a lot of ground as far as editing documents, as far as stuff like working on tables, things like that, hyperlinks, and the like. So actually, the project is going to focus on kind of more of a, what are we calling this? Elliott Reed Pharmaceuticals is doing a report for other members of the marketing department. This is like a business report that we're going to be creating. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to include a second project where we actually do a resume. I'll make that optional, but it'll be beneficial to you if you go through that. But I'm going to cover most of the skills that we covered in our demo here on the Chapter 2 project. And again, I just want to warn you about making sure you do the project first, going through that struggle of your learning rather than just having my demo up and then, excuse me, this demonstration up and going through the steps one at a time. Spoon feeding is a very dangerous concept, especially when it comes to Microsoft, because you can fool yourself into thinking you're actually learning the curriculum when you're really just kind of doing it one little step at a time and you're really not going through that struggle of learning. This particular project includes, I'll just pull up my Windows Explorer, it includes a number of supplemental items. You, of course, will be very beneficial if you start with the paper instructions handout for Elliott Reed Pharmaceuticals. If you don't have that, like I showed on my last video for the project, you can actually pull it up on your phone, have that next to your computer. Very helpful. In fact, I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, but my students in class in the future, rather than printing out all this paper, they could actually have the instructions on their phone and work from that. Okay, so, and again, if you don't have the paper instructions, you can pull up the electronic version. And I have these various support files. List, quotation, and table are the three for this particular project for the Elliott Reed Pharmaceuticals. So I'm going to go into SAM, uncheck exams and training. Exams and training. Let's go down to SC Project Word Chapter 5 Lab 1. All right. And get that all fired up for our particular project we're going to work on. There's those three support files. And again, I will have them in the Google Classroom. I will have them in Student Access in the College Place High School server. And so there you go to access those particular files. I'm going to download my start file. And again, I just want to warn you, try to utilize my instructions because in some cases I modified them or have added some additional helps. And so rather than just download those from SAM, you might want to pull those up from the shared folder or from Google Classroom. Okay, alrighty. So here is my start file. I got a weird message there about the .tm template being closed. Anyway, make sure your marks are turned on. Make sure you, again, show hide marks in your paragraph group on your home tab. We've been through this many times. And then again on your view tab, make sure rulers are checked. All right. And I'm going to start out with number 1 on page 1. And we're going to change our left and right margins to 0.8. So we're going to do some custom margins here. Go to our layout tab. Again, I'm doing this in Word 2016. It should have the same look and feel as Word 2019. Layout and margins. And let's go down to custom margins. Last custom setting. That is weird. I don't know what's going on. Timeout. And I know one thing I need to do before I go any further, like I've been telling you, is do Files, Save As. You guys know the drill. Save it to your Documents folder. Save it with an _2 on the end. Being a little bit disciplined here. Right on. Yes. Okay, so I save that. And for some reason it's not liking my custom margins. I'm going to go to last custom setting. See what that looks like. That didn't work. Timeout. And you know, sometimes you just have to close Word and restart it. That's what I did So I'm back on my layout tab, margins. For some reason I couldn't get to my custom margins before. I'm going to do that here. You know, computers are just weird sometimes, aren't they? Change the left and right margins. Here's the left. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. Change my left margin to 0.8. Give me a little bit wider margins, extra white space, as they say, which kind of creates better spacing rather than having everything squished on the page. Right margin 0.08. Okay, so I'm setting custom margins there on number 1. On number 2, delete the content control displaying the today's date, okay, on my title page. And that would be down here. So I'm going to right click on that control and say remove content control. All right. Wait, hello. What was that all about? You saw me do that. And then it says remove the blank paragraph that includes the content control to avoid dating the reports. I guess I'm just going to hit delete. Whoops. What's that all about? Hit. So I guess I'm just going to click on that and delete the whole thing and delete the extra paragraph mark. Okay, that was fun. All right. So delete the date. Click on company name. We're going to enter Elliott Reed, which is number 3 on my instructions here. In the content control, display the company name on the cover page. Apply the basic elegant style set to use the standard style set for Elliott Reed reports. Okay, design tab. Okay, style sets are up here in my document formatting. And let's see, where's basic elegant at? Is that going to be right over here? That's right over there. Style set. All right, and there you go. Now I didn't ask to do anything by authored by your name on the cover page. Okay, blank paragraph, include the date, content control. Okay, create custom theme colors and fonts to apply to this report. I'm on number 5. Create a customized set of theme colors named Elliott Reed. Okay, so back to my design tab and colors. It says we're going to do a customized colors down here, create our own little theme here. It says change accent 3 colors. Okay, we're getting into some fine points here. To teal accent 6. And where might that be? Teal accent, there you go, right there. Teal accent 6, third one from the right. Okay. And green accent 4 as a hyperlink color. Green, is that a green accent 4? That's green, dark green. What's that? Green accent 4, there you go, for hyperlink. All right, change that. Okay. And we're going to call this custom. We're going to call this Elliott. This reminds me of E.T. Elliott. Hey, you have to be like over 50 to appreciate that comment. Okay, save that. All right. Changing to our theme colors. Create a customized theme set of fonts. I'm going to go to fonts. I'm going to create a customized font. All right. It says use Calibri as the heading fonts. Up here I'm going to click on see whatever that is. And I'm going to start typing in Calibri Light. Calibri Light. There you go. Calibri Light. As the, excuse me, that was the body font. Heading font's Calibri. Sorry about that. And body font, here we go. Calibri Light. There you go. All right. So heading font Calibri, Calibri Light for the body font, and I'm going to run my mouse pointed through the name of that new font, theme font. We're going to call this Reports and save that. That's number 5. Okay. On number 6, let's see on page 2. On page 2, create a new paragraph style as follows used for the introduction text. Create a paragraph style named intro based on the first body paragraph. Why do consumers? Okay. Create a new paragraph style. So on my home tab, I just selected that text. And I can just take my left pointer over here, left click and hold, and just select that, the whole thing. Probably could just click in the middle of it too. And over here in my styles, drop down arrow, we're going to say create a new style, or create a style, all right, which we're going to call intro. Okay. And then it says, change the spacing before paragraph setting the intro style to 12 point. Okay, well, that means I'm going to have to go back and edit my style. It's probably the best way to do that. I'm going to right click on that and say modify, because I'm changing the whole style here, not just that particular text, but everything with it. Change the spacing before. What if I expand this here? That's not going to do what I want to. How about we come down here to format paragraph? That extra spacing is adding both the spacing before and spacing after. I'm going to come down here to format paragraph. And we're going to change our spacing before to 12 point, like so. It was already 8 point after. Right? Click OK. And it says to change the font size to 14. 14. Okay. So I'm modifying the format of the intro style. Okay. Click OK. That was kind of a back way of doing that. My text just got bigger. Let's see. Insert. Okay, paragraph style named intro. Okay, I did that. Replace the text, insert email address on page 2. And where am I going to find that? Insert quotation. Again, I'm filling out a template here. Again, a template is something that you use over and over again. All right. All right. It says to replace the text, insert email address down here. Now, this is not a content control. So I'm just going to run my mouse pointer through it with the brackets. Okay. Replace it with the text info at er.cengage.com. All right. To insert the company email addresses for information requests. I'm on number 7, by the way. Format the text. So I'm going to highlight. Probably can just double click on that, right? How about just drag through it too? There we go. Let's make sure I double check that. Info at er.cengage.com. Format the text as a hyperlink. So I'm going to say insert. Now again, in Word 2019, this might say link instead of hyperlink. So I'm going to say hyperlink. Okay. And this is actually an email address. Okay. All right. And this is going to link to the info at er.cengage.com email address. Okay. And it says to add the screen tip up here. Screen tip of Elliot Reed email address. Now that's what you're going to see. The screen tip is what you're going to see when you drag over that text. All right. Now it told us to replace the text with info at er.cengage.com. So I want to make sure, I'm going to do a preemptive strike here. I want to get rid of this text to display. I'm going to get rid of this mail to and that colon there, right there. So we have info at er.cengage.com. This is automatically going to trigger an email to that person, to this email address. It's going to pop up their email software automatically, just like we showed in the demo. Click OK. All right, there you go. Okay. Move row 4 in the top reasons for buying a new product table so that becomes the new row 1. Okay. So they want factor, so I'm going to left click over here and it says to move it. So if I'm going to move it, I'm probably going to just cut it, Control X, come up here before affordability, get my insertion point in there, and Control V, paste, to make factor the new top row, like they asked me to. Okay, move row 4 so it becomes the new row 1, provides headings for each column in the table. That's number 8. Let's see. Insert a table showing survey results as follow. Copy the table in the support file. So I'm going to go out to my support file table. Again, you'll find this Google Classroom, College Place, high school server with remote access on the shared folder there. Okay, so I'm going to go click on the table move handle and copy this. And by the way, I'm moving a little bit off the screen here down in my workspace. It might be a little bit off my presentation screen here. Okay. Select the paragraph, insert the table here. So I selected that whole thing. Okay. And paste the table. It says keep source formatting. Blah. Merge formatting. There we go. Keep source formatting as my paste option. Otherwise, you could see it went kind of goofy on me there for a second there. Insert a quotation from a marketing expert as follows without changing the formatting. That's number 10. I'm going to go out to the support file called Quotation. Let's go find that. Okay. Select the paragraph. Actually, copy the paragraph. Control C. All right. And that's again from this quotation external source. Back to my project, down to insert quotation here. I'm just going to triple click on that and select that. Okay. And paste. Control V. And again it says make sure you keep source formatting as instructed. So it brings in the formatting from my external source that I brought that in. It's kind of setting that apart as kind of special text there. Okay. Insert a bulleted list that Elliott Reed uses in many documents as follows. Save the bulleted list in the... Okay, let's go over to that guy right there. Bulleted list. Okay. And it says select that. And it says we're going to select that bulleted list on number 11 and we're going to save it as a quick part using survey as the name of the quick part. So I'm going to go to my insert, over here my explore quick parts, I'll say that correctly. Save selection to quick part gallery. And we're going to call this survey. Okay. And I'm going to go back to my document. Okay. In the blank paragraph at the end of the document, this would be the blank paragraph at the end of the document. And it says insert. We're going to insert that quick part that we just created. Insert quick parts. Okay. And there it is up here. It's up there showing up there at the top as my new survey. So rather than copying and pasting it, I'm creating a quick part and dropping that. I'm just going to click and drop that into my document. Doesn't ask me to change anything. Change the bulleted list in the new list to a check mark. Wingdings 252. Oh goody. I'm going to select that bulleted list. Home tab. Bullets. Define new bullet. Wait, what's this up here? I don't know. Define new bullet. Symbol. To make sure I'm following this. My font, they say that I'm getting this from the Wingdings. Wingdings. Wingdings font type. Where are you, Wingdings? There you go. Okay. And it says I'm looking for check mark. Now if I go down here to character code, right now it shows 183. I'm on that clock up there. I type in 252. There's the check mark. Now I'm going to say OK. And OK. There's my check mark. That might have been very close to this check mark up here. It looks almost identical, but I wasn't totally sure. So I went out and followed the directions. Okay. And it says there may be some minor differences between what you have. And when I look at the answer sheet here on the project, it does say authored by your name on the cover page, which kind of surprises me, which looks like it's not finished yet. I don't know. Okay. Let's look at my other pages here. I should be pretty much done with the project. So that text in that first paragraph is different than the rest of the text. I want to double check that because that looked kind of weird. Again, I'm just kind of looking for weird stuff here. And this is exactly what you would do in real life. Now, this text that I brought in from that external source actually got flipped to the next page for some reason. All right, I'm not really sure why that happened. Not that I'm too concerned about it. And I have that bulleted list with the check mark. So we covered, here we covered custom bullets. We covered bringing information in from an external source. We created a quick part. We did some editing of tables. We changed the order of some information. And so I think I'm pretty much done with this project. And after this, I probably am going to move to the second project for Chapter 5, which is the actual resume. All right, so let's see how I did. I'm going to save this document and go back to my SAM. I'm going to go to continue. Click here to drag and drop. Again, if you always save this to your documents, and if you always save it with a 2 on the end, you're good to go. If you like just shoving stuff in your downloads folder, life's going to be tough for you. So there's 5A right there. I'm going to open that. There's my check mark and submit it. You should really be getting in the habit of submitting projects here. View reports. And did Mr. Reardon get 100% or not? Let's see how he did. Opening this up. Dun, 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 dun. What did I get? 80 out of 100. Oh no. It says the company name content control should contain the text Elliot Reed. Wait, did I misspell that? Hello. That's 2 L's and 2 T's. Oh, R-E-I-D. And you guys are probably watching this and going, hey, Reardon, you misspelled Elliot Reed. Oh, what an embarrassment. Okay. But this is like real life. We're just going to learn right along with me, or you guys probably got 100%. You're probably laughing at me. Elliot Reed. There you go. So I'm going to use my feedback there. Okay. The document should contain custom theme colors named Elliot R-E-I-D. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's go to design and theme colors, custom colors. All right. And I don't think I can go back and edit. At least I'm not sure how I do that. How I go back and edit a previous existing theme color. So I'm going to just create another one. I'm going to go back to the accent 3 and the teal 6 that we had. I'm just going to recreate that teal 6. There you go. Hyperlink. Again, you guys already watched me do this, but I just misnamed it. Green accent 4, and we're going to name that L. Again, this is an example of how Sam, it's either Sam's way or the highway. It's got to be perfect. Close is not good enough. Elliot Reed, there we go. That's my new theme color. Right on. Let's go back to my feedback here if I'm getting bored. The hyperlink info at er@cengage.com should contain a screen tip with the text Elliot Reed email address. Oh my goodness. You know, you misspell one word and it's just all screwed up, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go back. Double click. Actually, let's just go down here to right click and edit hyperlink. That'd be the easiest thing to do. Come up here to our screen tip and oh man, Elliot Reed. I just misspelled his name. But again, that was a learning opportunity for us to go back and fix some stuff. And I'm sure you guys all did better than 80% like I did. So I made those 3 corrections. Was that it? I hope that was it. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that cost me, 1 letter cost me 20 points. Can you believe that? Let's go try that again. Resubmit. I haven't wasted too much of demo time here. That was actually kind of fun and challenging. Okay. Submit. Now, if I don't get 100% this time, I don't know how much of corrections I'm actually going to make. We'll see how I did. And let's see here. 80 out of 100. 100 out of 100. There we go. All right. So I am going to, not that it's a big deal or required, but get a little bit more experience with what we covered in Chapter 5, which was a lot. I'm going to actually do a second project for the Kayla Lang resume. Okay? Hope you enjoy. Have a great day.